continue. All right, we're live.
Hi Grizzlies, welcome to Senior Updates for the Mission Hills High School Class of 2021, presented by your Mission Hills High School counselors. As you know, we have 6 school counselors here at Mission Hills High School: myself, Mrs. Baker, Mrs. Segal, Mr. Cruz, Mrs. Goldstein, Mrs. Martinez, and Mrs. Rios. There is going to be a lot of information, and we have multiple areas where you can find some of our recent information. We have the Google Classroom. We send out emails. There's Peachjar and our social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We have our YouTube channel, the website, and our monthly counseling newsletters, which are all archived as well. And just know that this presentation and the video will be in your Google Classroom for seniors, and the presentation has hyperlinks to all of these locations as well. The topics that we're going to be covering today include post-secondary options, financial aid, the Palomar Promise, and just overall senior check-ins.
Hi seniors, so with post-secondary plans, we just want you to know as school counselors, we are here to support you in whatever your plan is. Whether it be going straight to a 4-year university or college, whether it be going to community college, career and technical school, military, or the workforce. Any choice, as long as you have a plan, is great, and we want to make sure that you are graduating from high school confident with a plan. So with 4-year colleges and universities, if you applied during the fall, you should be getting acceptance letters between now and April. So each university and college should have sent you an email with how to access their school portal. Now it's important that you set up your portal. That portal is where you can find financial aid information. That is where you can actually see if they've accepted you. And you can also, that portal is where you actually tell the university, hey, I want to attend your school. That portal has actually a to-do list. So you want to make sure that you are checking that to-do list to see if there's anything on there that you need to do. So make sure, check your email, create those portals. Next thing to do is make sure you compare financial aid award letters for the colleges and universities that you've gotten accepted to. I know with finances, it's a bit different, so you want to make sure that you're maybe attending a school where you have a good financial aid package. And you can also contact the school and let them know, hey, are there any scholarships or any more money, free money available that you can offer me? But make sure you compare just to see who's offering you more money, and maybe that will determine where you go. Also, make sure that you are checking the dorm deadlines if you're planning to live on campus. So there are deadlines on reserving a dorm, so just make sure that you check those deadlines at the university's website. The deadline to commit to these 4-year universities is May 1st. Okay? You have to do it by May 1st. If you wait till May 2nd, they will not accept you anymore. So do it by May 1st. So thank you so much, Grizzlies. Wishing you the best.
Hi, Grizzlies. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about Palomar Promise now. Palomar Promise is a great opportunity for students who want to start their education at the community college. It's open to all first-time college students. There's many benefits to the Palomar Promise. For example, it's 2 free years of education. You get free course enrollment, registration fees. You even get, I believe, priority registration. There are a couple of things that you do need to do in order to apply. The application deadline is by March 2nd. You do have to complete the FAFSA, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in the next steps. It's not parent income based, so please don't think that, oh, well, I'm going to complete the FAFSA and I'm not going to apply. It doesn't matter if you make a lot of money or you don't make any money. You just need to complete that step. And you do have to do a couple of other steps, and we'll talk about that. So the very first next step after you apply to Palomar College, and you have to do the FAFSA application, which we talked about, March 2nd. Remember that date, March 2nd. You have to have that done. It doesn't mean you have to wait till March 2nd. You could do that now. The next thing that's very important is you need to set up your Palomar student email. Once you apply to Palomar College, you're going to get your Palomar student ID, then you'll get an email saying how to set up that student email. That is the only way that you can actually communicate with Palomar. If you send an email through your personal email, they won't communicate back. So make sure you set that up so you can have that frequent communication and get any information that you need from them, because they'll send it to your Palomar student email. Next slide. Then after that, there's going to be a series of other things you'll have to do. You'll have to do a new student orientation. This is mandatory. And again, once you set up your email, you'll get more information about how to set up this new orientation. Then you're going to develop an educational plan. This is super important for all students because you want to be able to have a list of classes that you're taking and you have a goal in mind. You don't want to just go to Palomar and take any classes. You want to make sure you know what classes to take. And then lastly, after you complete all these steps, you'll be ready to register for classes. That usually happens sometime in June, I believe, but you'll get more information about that. But in order for you to continue being a Palomar Promise student, you have to be enrolled in at least 12 units. That's usually about, let's say, 3 units a class, maybe 4 classes, or if your classes are 4 units. So it's between 3 to 4 classes that you'll be taking, and you'll just get a lot more information about this process. Again, very important to check your emails. If I could stress anything out, is please check your email, especially once you create your Palomar student email.
Hello, seniors. So this is the Career and Technical Schools. There are programs within each community college that offers programs and certificates for certain trades. So for example, if you're wanting to earn a certificate in auto mechanic, those are things that you can take programs for anywhere between 3 to 6 months at any of the community colleges. And so what we're encouraging students to do that are interested in earning a certificate, a certification for a vocational or trade, to definitely check out the programs at Palomar, MiraCosta, Pima Medical Institute, where a student is interested, whether it's becoming an X-ray technician, a phlebotomist, that's a person who draws blood, EMT is at Palomar. All of these types of trades require a student to take classes for as little as 3 months to as much as 6 to 9 months. So this is something that we encourage you to do your research. You can click on any of these links here to learn more about the types of trades that are available at these colleges. Next, military. For some students, they're thinking the next step after graduation is going to be military. What we would recommend that you do is definitely contacting your military recruiters. How and where do you contact them? If you visit our College and Career Center website, there is a link here under military recruiters. You click that link, it takes you directly to that website where you can contact each recruiter and find out what opportunities are available at each branch for you. You can also click here on the virtual military career YouTube to find out more about each branch. Part of joining the military, you will have to take the ASVAB, which stands for the Armed Services and Vocational Aptitude Test. Unfortunately, this year, because of the pandemic, we were unable to offer it at our site, but what you can do is contact your military recruiter and schedule a time to take the ASVAB with them. Next slide, please. Then we have the workforce. Some students are thinking, you know, Mrs. Segal, or to any of your counselors, I'm thinking about going straight to work or working while attending Palomar or attending college. We have some great services through Ms. Yancer, through the Future Center. She is able to connect you with some resume support, how to interview for a job, how to get started on a resume if you haven't already. If you're thinking about, you know, I want to start a job, I don't know what I want to do, she's a great person to connect with. You can take the strong inventory to help you narrow down what are your interests, what are the strengths that you can use to put forward to a job. So we definitely recommend connecting with Ms. Yancer. As you can see, her email is amanda.yancer@smusd.org. She's fabulous, able to work with, schedule a meeting with her. So if any of these sound of interest to you, please reach out to her.
Hi, Grizzlies. Mr. Cruz here. And next up, we're going to talk about financial aid. So this is a really important topic because you can be eligible for free money. And who doesn't like free money? So the first one is the FAFSA. So there are two, the FAFSA and the California DREAM Act, but you're only going to fill out one. The FAFSA is for U.S. citizens and permanent residents, and then the California DREAM Act are for students who are DACA and undocumented youth. In the past, our counseling department has also provided a financial aid presentation, which can be accessed by clicking on the hyperlink on this presentation. We also have help with financial aid. There are Cash for College workshops, and you can click on the hyperlink here as well. It's going to be on February 22nd and February 25th. If you can't make those dates, you can also schedule a meeting with your teacher or with your school counselor by clicking on the hyperlink there, as well as by emailing and reaching out to them. So once again, financial aid is really important and must be done by March 2nd if you want to be eligible for the Palomar Promise. Palomar Promise, free money. So once again, please, please, please fill out the FAFSA or the California DREAM Act application. Next up is the scholarship list. So we do have a website where we have a comprehensive list of scholarships available to you, and it's constantly being updated, and it's the first link on this presentation. We also have a video that explains the importance of scholarships and some good tips and tricks for them. Lastly, we encourage you to report any and all scholarships and awards by May 14th. And you can report these to Mrs. Smith in the College and Career Center by emailing her, and her email is down here below.
Hello, seniors. Mrs. Goldstein here. Please make sure to complete the senior check-in survey. This is located in the senior Google Classroom and has also been added to the chat. This survey is extremely important for counselors to know what kind of support you need. Please have this completed by Monday, February 22nd, so that we can reach out to you before the Palomar and financial aid deadline, which will be March 2nd. Please also remind your parents to come to our senior parent night tonight at 6 p.m. The link will be on the main page of the Mission Hills website. We look forward to seeing your parents tonight. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask aloud or put it in the chat. Thank you again for joining us, Grizzlies. Have a great day.